Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Menopause Makeover, aka the Honeycast. And today I am talking about 3 lies regarding hormones that keep you stuck in belly fat and what actually works. They've been told, eat less, move more, cut the carbs. All you need is hormone replacement therapy. But none of that has moved the scale. This episode breaks down the most common hormone half-truths keeping midlife women stuck and what actually moves the fat loss needle without feeling deprived or burned out. Gaining belly fat in perimenopause and menopause even while eating trim healthy and doing all the right things. Feeling exhausted, inflamed, and so done with the scale? Hey, I'm Kris Honeycutt, Jesus follower, trim healthy coach, and your midlife hype girl. I believe God didn't design you to live stuck, bloated, or burned out. This podcast helps you partner with your hormones, ditch the belly fat, and finally feel strong, calm, and confident in a body you actually enjoy living in. Grab your sipper and let's go. If you've tried everything and still feel like you're gaining weight on air, this one is for you. Let's dive in. I talk to so many ladies each week, whether they're my coaching clients or maybe they're in one of my free Facebook groups, or maybe it's a discovery call. One of the things that they tell me that they go to the doctor about their hormones and about their weight, and their cholesterol is elevated, their A1C is elevated, and the doctor tells them they need to lose weight. That's the answer. And the way to do that is to cut calories and exercise more. This is so maddening because, and I know doctors have not been trained on really nutrition and weight loss, so I am not blaming them. This information is a myth. This is not true. It's not about calories in and calories out. However, I do want to say there is a place where we do need to talk about calories. So, of course, if we are getting more calories than our body needs, if we're overeating, if we're eating the wrong foods with very dense calories and empty calories, we're definitely going to gain weight with that. And it's going to be difficult to lose weight. If we go too low on the calories, our body doesn't have what it needs to take care of the business at hand. So a lot of ladies, I will hear that they're like, I'm doing 1,000 calories or 1,200 calories, or I even did 500 calories on this HCG diet. And what happens is when you go that low in calorie restriction, your body, of course, at first will drop some water weight, and then it will drop some muscle, very much needed muscle, very quickly, because your body starts eating itself. Your body will use that muscle, use it on up when you don't have the calories. Also, calories are important for our hormones, for our brain health, for our heart, for everything. And so when we're not getting enough, our body will go into a stress response and it will go into a reserve mode, which could slow down metabolism. And then you may drop that weight, but your body will adjust to that low calorie load. And then you'll need to go even lower to lose more weight. So it backfires because you have to keep restricting, and then we're losing muscle, and then we're miserable, and we end up overeating when we have that low calorie load. So that's important about calories. What is not true is that the fat loss or the weight loss really has to do with several different hormones in our body. It's calories, it's hormones, it's lifestyle factors. There's so many things that are involved in turning on fat burning. So just reducing calories is not going to do it. So even if you are on Trim Healthy, and maybe you're not even getting enough food. Maybe you have, a bar for breakfast or a light smoothie for breakfast, and then maybe a light lunch, and, maybe some type of iced coffee with protein for dinner, a snack, and then maybe a regular dinner. That right there is very light. And so we want to choose the foods that not necessarily are dense foods like heavy cream and cream cheese and fatty meats, although that can be a part of what you're eating. We want a square meal. A square meal. What is that? We are going to need 25 to 35 grams of protein. You must get protein if you want to turn on fat burning. we will need either our e-meal, which is our carbohydrates, around 45 grams. We will need our veggies, and plants. I'm not even going to say just veggies. I'm going to say plants, fruits and veggies, our grains, our nuts and seeds. And we will also want our good fats, maybe our S meals. And those are going to be a little bit denser. They're going to provide some more calories. We're not going to overdo it. We're going to do maybe some lighter S type foods, our protein, our veggies, our plants. We can say our fruits there. And so we're going to have a well-rounded plate that is going to provide the macronutrients that we need. And we separate our fuels. We are separating our carbs and our fats so that your body can turn on fat burning. And we're making sure that we're having at least veggies at 2 of your meals. And I love it if you can throw in 3 meals. And with that, you're going to get a significant and adequate amount of calories without even counting calories. And you're going to be helping your body become more insulin sensitive. So the truth is, insulin sensitivity drives belly fat in menopause more than calories. So we want to focus on becoming insulin sensitive, that our insulin is working properly. It's turned on when it's supposed to be, because that does help us burn fat, and it's turned off so that our body can burn through its own fat. And so just as I mentioned with our food, that is the best way to become insulin sensitive, is to anchor with protein, to make sure you're getting lots of the plant foods, the plant kingdom. That is going to help you stay full longer. That's going to give you the fiber that you need to slow down gastric emptying, that helps you keep full longer, and more importantly, helps your blood sugar not to spike, but to have a slow rise. And we also have to talk, when we talk about insulin sensitivity with all of the food that we're eating, we have to talk about exercise as well. Our nutrition and our movement can do everything for our insulin sensitivity, which can help turn on fat burning. Our food is also medicine. Our food is anti-inflammatory, so it's bringing down inflammation. When inflammation is high, fat burning cannot happen. When cortisol is high, fat burning cannot happen. When insulin is high, fat burning cannot happen. So movement, particularly building muscle, is going to be your best thing to work on, because muscle is your metabolic bank. It is everything. It is going to, think of your muscle like a sponge. It's going to help suck the excess glucose, which gets stored as fat, out of your body. Those muscles, the muscles act like that sponge. And so the more muscle you have, the better insulin sensitivity you have. Also, that helps your metabolism in an indirect way. It helps turn on your metabolism, not to mention the benefits of it prevents bone loss and helps with longevity. We also want to make sure that we're getting our movement in. Everyday movement accounts for 200 to 300 calories extra a day. Who doesn't need that? I think we all need that. So we have to look at these factors that help with insulin sensitivity, as well as your sleep and your stress. Very much a big part of that as well. I can see somebody eating perfectly, and if their stress is out the roof or they're not sleeping, their A1C is still up. And that is because that is triggering insulin. So we really want to work on your sleep, get a sleep routine and hygiene. And we also want to work on our stress. Deep breath right here with me right now. Let's work on that stress, everybody. Want to win a coaching call with me? Plus a $50 Trim Healthy gift card? Just leave a podcast review, share your favorite episode, and post your entry with #giveaway inside my Menopause Makeover Facebook group by July 30th. I'll draw the winners on July 31st. Can't wait to see your post. Let's talk about the second lie. And this is you'll hear this sometimes. If you get on bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, weight loss will be easy. What I want to say about that is hormones help regulate symptoms, and they help with protection. They also help with quality of life. They indirectly help you with supporting your body so that you can turn on fat burning, but they aren't magic without those metabolic habits. So if you're thinking getting on hormones is going to help you lose weight alone, that is not going to help you. With all these other factors, it can be fantastic. I've seen so many women start thriving in their health, feeling better, losing weight when they have all these puzzle pieces together. So if you're not watching your diet and you're not exercising and you're not sleeping and you're stressed out and maybe you're drinking too much alcohol or you're eating white flour and white sugar or any of these things, those are the things that are going to keep you from weight loss, even if you are on your bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, which can definitely help with the quality of life, but not these other things. So lie number 3, cut out carbs or go very low carb. So the truth is, single fueling, like Trim Healthy teaches your body to use carbs wisely instead of storing them as fat. It teaches you to have your carbs with your veggies and a little bit of fat so that your body can burn through all that fuel and then burn through your fat. And then on the other hand, carbohydrates actually support your adrenals and support your thyroid and support your cortisol levels. When our cortisol levels are higher, that is going to cause blood sugar issues. That's going to cause more insulin, and that's going to cause fat storage. So good carbohydrates actually tell your cortisone, like, you're fine, calm down, we got you, you're fed. Those good carbohydrates also, besides nourishing our hormones, help with serotonin levels in our brain. They give us energy. Ladies, when estrogen walks out the door and even testosterone drops, our energy levels plummet. I can't tell you how many ladies I talk to and you're like, I just want to feel better. I just want energy. You definitely need to utilize carbs. So going low carb or no carb is a stressor for the female body in perimenopause and postmenopause. When we're younger, we can kind of handle some of those extreme diets because we're not as sensitive. But when our hormones are either declining or have gone, there are things that have changed and our body has gotten to a tipping point and it is not going to respond well to that. So we want to utilize our carbs. And I love good carbs, 4 or 5 breakfast in the morning. Yes, eat your breakfast. If you don't, you are going to stress your body. And we want to get some good carbs in there with veggies, with 25 to 35 grams of protein, with a teaspoon or less of good fats. That is going to nourish your adrenals. It's going to bring down cortisol. It's going to tell your hypothalamus you don't have to downregulate. You're going to be fine. You're going to get some fuel here. And then it helps regulate your blood sugar the rest of the day. How awesome is that? So what we want to do is to make sure that we're not cutting out the carbs, that we're not going too low on the calories, that we're not just relying on bioidentical hormone replacement therapy for that fat loss. These things all work together. Another thing I wanted to bring out here, I know it can be very frustrating when you feel like you're doing all the things. Maybe you're doing all these things and you're still not where you want to be. You're still not seeing results. And I want to say this. Sometimes when we get into our perimenopause and menopausal years, we have damaged our metabolism. We've damaged it from extreme or yo-yo dieting, not taking care of ourselves. I know I did that for a while. I really burned the candle at both ends. I really didn't listen to my body. I didn't feel like I had any other choice but to keep doing what I was doing, not really taking care of myself, not really being careful about the foods that I'm consuming. And sometimes your metabolism just gets kind of broke for a little bit. But here's what I want to say. Healing is a part of this. And so sometimes we need to heal our metabolism first. We need to clean our lean muscle mass, get the extra fat out of our muscles that has spilled out of our fat cells. And how do we do that? Is with plants and proteins, believe it or not, and time and muscle building. Protein has got to be part of that as well. So all these pieces of the puzzle, they're all working together for healing, for your body to have that healing time. And then once it has healing time, then it can jumpstart. Then your metabolism can start working. And so healing is layered, and God often works through the process, not the perfection, not the results right now. So I want to encourage you to stay in it, to keep a positive attitude, keep your hope, keep believing. This has worked for many, many, many women. I've seen it. I'm living it. It is doable. It's sustainable. It's not crazy. It's not easy. It's so much easier to go along with the standard American diet, but look how you feel when you do that, right? So I just want to encourage you to work on these things. Let's get these puzzle pieces put in the right place and let the body heal and let the body start turning on fat burning. Before you go, I've got a fun announcement for you. This week, I'm giving away 2 amazing prizes to celebrate you and to help more women discover this podcast. Here's what you could win. A 15-minute power coaching call with me. We'll dig into whatever's keeping you stuck. A $50 gift card to the Trim Healthy store, because let's be honest, we all have our eye on something in there. Now, listen up. Here is how to enter. Step 1. Leave a quick review for the Menopause Makeover Podcast. Step 2, share your favorite episode on Facebook or Instagram. And 3, post your entry, either a screenshot of your review or your episode share inside my free Facebook group, Menopause Makeover. And make sure to use the hashtag giveaway. I'll be tracking all the entries made in the group from July 28th through July 30th. Entries close at midnight on the 30th. I'll draw the winners on Thursday, the 31st. This is your chance to get a little coaching, a little encouragement, and maybe even stock up on your favorite Trim Healthy goodies. So go ahead, leave that review, share an episode that helped you, and get inside the group with your hashtag giveaway post. I can't wait to cheer you on.